We all have parents who've lived these incredible lives long before we were even around. But how much of that life, of those stories, do we ever really get to hear? Today, we're going to dive into a really special way to unlock those memories and create a family legacy that lasts forever. So let's just start with a question, one that really makes you stop and think. Beyond the big life events, how much of your father's personal story do you actually know? Like his childhood dreams, the challenges he had to fight through, his proudest moments. It's a story we all know, right? Life just gets so busy, and that perfect moment to sit down and talk never seems to arrive. And before you know it, those amazing, detailed stories that made your dad who he is, well, they can start to fade away, completely untold. But what if there was a simple, really effective way to build a bridge to that past? A way to not just hear those stories, but to actually preserve them for good? Well, that's exactly what we're going to look at. And here it is. It's called Dad, I Want to Hear Your Story. It's a guided journal designed for this one single purpose. See, it's not just a blank notebook. It's a carefully crafted space for your dad to record his life, creating an absolutely priceless family keepsake along the way. And it's really important to point out, this isn't just some knockoff. This is the original, the best-selling journal of its kind. We're talking thousands upon thousands of families who have already used this exact journal to connect with their dad's stories. So you might be wondering, how does it actually work? I mean, what makes it so good at getting those memories out of his head and onto the page? Okay, so the whole idea behind it is pretty simple. It's what they call a guided journal. This completely removes the pressure of just staring at a blank page. So instead of wondering, what on earth should I write about? Your dad gets these specific, thoughtful questions that make sharing his experiences feel totally natural and honestly, kind of fun. And get this, we're not talking about just a few questions here. This journal is packed with over 250 expertly crafted prompts. That's not just scratching the surface, that's a deep dive, a comprehensive journey through his entire life. And when you look inside, you can see how it's all laid out. The prompts cover everything from his childhood to his teen years, all the way through his adult life. And there's plenty of room for him to write. It's really designed to capture the whole picture, the good times, the tough times, and all the lessons learned. Oh, and it's all 100% designed and printed right here in the US. But let's be real, this is about way more than just a book, right? The real magic here is the incredible connection it helps to build. I mean, just listen to what people who've actually used it are saying. Samuel Roberts said that his dad genuinely loved telling his stories. It wasn't a chore for him at all. It was a total joy. And then there's Christy Harris. She gave this to her dad for Christmas, and he told her it was his favorite gift. Think about that for a second. Out of everything he got, the chance to share his story meant the most. That says so much. And Joe Costa, I think he really nails it. He just says, I learned so much about my dad. At the end of the day, it's about pure discovery. It's about finding out things about your own father you never knew and making that bond even stronger. So what does this all add up to? It's about creating something that lasts, something permanent. It's about capturing your father's one-of-a-kind journey for your kids and their kids to have forever. And look, the proof is in the pudding, right? The user feedback is just amazing. This journal has an incredible 4.7 out of 5-star rating. That's not just a good score, that's a sign that this thing really, truly works for people. And we're not talking about a handful of reviews here. That incredible rating comes from over 12,000 families from all over the world. That is a huge community of people who have found something truly special in this simple, powerful idea. The back of the book itself really frames it perfectly. It says, this will be the story of your hero and the gift of legacy and memories. I love that. It treats your father's life not just as a bunch of events, but as the heroic journey it really is, a story that deserves to be told. Which really just leaves one final question for you. Every dad out there has a unique story of love, of strength, of challenges, and of triumphs. What story will your family's hero tell? If you want to find out, the link to this book is in the video description.